What would you do with a free afternoon? While this may make many of my fellow seniors in here writhe in pain at memories of responding to this very common and often very frustrating college essay prompt, I ask everyone to seriously take a second and think about it. What would you do? Would you watch TV, hang out with your friends, your family, cook, go play a sport? It could be anything. And that's the beauty of it. Because every single one of us in this room has the freedom to choose what we will do and the fortune of opportunities to choose from. But millions of people all over the world don't have that same freedom. People our age, people older, people younger, chained by issues of culture and injustice, discriminated against because of disabilities, confined by displacement, repressed by irresponsible business practices. These people could only dream of the millions of things you can do with a free afternoon. 4 years ago, I sat where you're sitting now, and I asked, so what? I was tired, I was hungry, battling to keep my eyes open, awkwardly scoping out the girl's shoes in front of me and the hot guy across the aisle. As I'm sure many of you are right now. But most of all, I was disturbed. I was moved, I was disgusted at the state that our world was in, and then I was scared. What could I do? How could I make a difference? But then I looked to my left, and I looked to my right, and I looked all around me, and I realized that I was not alone, that we are 700 plus strong in this room, 700 plus people who are going to make a difference in our world because we care, because we're here. And so, and so, 4 years ago when I sat where you were sitting, I went home with my family and I was inspired. And my family created and chose to channel that inspiration into something called Nika Water. And Nika is a social entrepreneurship, which means that we donate 100% of our profits towards poverty alleviation projects around the world. So every bottle of water that we sell, all that money goes to building schools, drilling wells, putting in water catchment systems all around the developing world in order to provide people that basic right to education, healthcare, and sanitation, and the freedom of an afternoon and a lifetime free of having to walk for water. Over 4 years later, Nika has now donated 7,000 people's worth of clean water in the developing world. 7,000 people. Thank you. 7,000 people, just like every one of us. That's 10 times the amount of people in this room. And all because people like all of us decided to make a change, to be inspired, decided to switch from drinking smart water to Nika Water, decided to be socially responsible and smart consumers. And that's it. It's ordinary people who do extraordinary things. Ordinary people like every single person in this room. It's always the same story. It's people like my brothers, my sister, my parents, my family, my friends, the amazing WorldLink staff and interns. And people like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa. They all started somewhere. They all started by taking the first step. The first step to seek to understand our world's issues, our basic human rights, and the injustice done to them. And then they worked to annihilate them. Each day we make progress towards a happier, healthier, stronger tomorrow, all because every single person in this room chooses to care. And I know that it's scary to take action. Believe me, I've been there. I've stood up in front of rooms of people and tried to convince them why they should care about something as abstract as the world water crisis, why they should trust and invest in a 5'2" high school freshman's dream. But I took the first step, and so have all of you. You've taken it today. So give yourselves a round of applause. It's exciting. And even though the successes are only achieved after many, many defeats, hours of jittery nerves, and hours upon hours of caffeine and passion-powered research, you will do it. You can do it. And I'll let you in on the best-kept Youth Town meeting secret. You've already done it. You've already taken that first scary step. You've spent a day learning, opening, or in some cases perhaps widening your outlook on the world, the issues we face, the solutions out there, and the solutions waiting to be discovered by you. So when you leave here, I challenge you. I challenge every single one of us not to let the passion go, not to let what you've learned today go. Find your passion, cultivate it, live by it. Whether that means you start your own business, whether that means you put on a fundraiser, combine your talents with something you care about, your cause, or even something as simple as shopping smarter with it keeping in mind where your profits are going, or even living more empathetically, being kinder to the people around you. You can do it. This is our world. It's our community. Every single one of us in here, every single person outside of this room, it's our world, and it's our time to start taking ownership for it. And we start today. And so, this afternoon, all of you guys have dedicated one of your free afternoons to making our world a better place. I challenge each of you to dedicate a few more so that one day, every person will have the right to a free afternoon met. Thank you.